In order to be awarded your certificates today, it is a really important part that we constitute this as a legal gathering, because every single qualification, short learning programs, various accolades of students that go through our halls have to be approved by Senate. They have to be conferred and ratified by Senate, after which we can only issue certificates, etc. We are not allowed to just hand out certificates. So it is very important that we have members of both our Senate and our Davincian Council here today. So to my left is Professor Paul Singh, who is a member of the Vinci Institute Senate. To his left is Professor Habia Klopper, who's the acting CEO of the Vinci Institute, as well as a council member of the Institute. He represents the council of the Vinci Institute. Next to him is our legal aspect of our business, which is Louise Fuller. She is our registrar. So as an academic institution, your highest person who's in charge of all legal matters is your registrar, and that is Louise standing next to you. Sitting next to Professor Klopper. So without further ado, I have to formally call on Professor Singh to please open the congregation on behalf of Senate.
By the power vested in me, as a member of the Vinci Institute Senate, I hereby constitute this congregation as a lawful gathering for the Vinci Institute.
Thank you very much to Prof. Singh. So it is now my great pleasure to be able to formally introduce and welcome you. So I will say greetings, Groete, Lochani, Molo, Sawubona, Dumela, Avuksheni, and welcome to this momentous occasion, the 2021 Davincian Award Ceremony. And it feels so wonderful to say that and warmly welcome you, our students who've taken the time, the commitment, and the energy to take certain modules, certain aspects of learning, and to hone your skills in these areas. And so today we are here to award and celebrate alongside you. I would like to welcome our guest speaker, the Honorable Deputy Director General for Technology and Innovation at the Department of Science and Innovation, Dr. Mboneni Mwefe. I would also like to welcome our Senate representative, Professor Paul Singh, our Council representative, Professor Habia Klopper, faculty member, Dr. Zingai Katsamba, distinguished guests from industry, the community, faculty, family, and friends, both present and online, but most importantly, to you, our remarkable students who we are here to celebrate, all protocol observed. The event is currently live streaming to YouTube. So how it works is it live streams. Your family can see it, but it is also live streaming to YouTube, so you'll be able to watch the ceremony. After today, we take it off, and about a week later, we put it back up with an edited version that you are welcome to utilize. You're welcome to utilize the unedited version as well, but just if you want some of the crossovers, waiting for people, etc., to be edited out, you're welcome to look again in a week's time, but you will have today to still look at it as well. The other thing is we put on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, we put on all our public platforms and our social media platforms photographs and aspects of the ceremony, but we do ask that if you share and celebrate alongside your family, please tag us in the posts and join us so that we can celebrate alongside you and all of your loved ones. I want to say that you'll see across in your graduation program, you will also see in various things I show you today, that we've been celebrating with something that we term in the Davinci Galaxy, where we are creating our own constellations out of symbols that are really important to Davinci. And the most important part of our constellation, you can see it on our screens, and behind you over there on those screens, you'll see those little stars are actually twinkling on the screen. And the reason for that is because that is each and every one of you. Our students, our graduates, our alumni are our shining star, because you represent our institution and you represent the future of our nation, of society, both locally and internationally. So yes, you will see the twinkle of the purple cow and the Da Vinci purple cow in that constellation, but those stars are you. So I want to say a quote by Kayla H, which says, "I look at the wonders of the sky and I see myself among the stars." I hope you do see yourselves among the stars, because what I want to say is your destiny is not in the stars. Your destiny is deep within each and every one of you. You are the star of your own story. And what I find really comforting is that this is a story that you get to tell and you get to navigate. We all come with our childhood, we all come with our backgrounds, some of which we did not have choices over. But as your story in life progresses and you write your various chapters, you get to be the narrator of your own story. And today I want to celebrate with you in this remarkable chapter as you are rewarded today for your commitment, your dedication, and your perseverance as a remarkable purple cow who stepped out, stood out, and is absolutely worth remarking on. So congratulations to you, to your families, and to everybody who had faith in you, but most importantly to yourselves. We also thank the various sponsors of the program, which I will do individually, but they are also part and parcel of the process. I always say that guest speakers make or break an event, and today's guest speaker is a man who I've heard speak many times and somebody who I've been honored to be in his presence. What I'm always amazed by is that if he even knows I'm going to introduce him, he's going to tell me, "Marla, why are you saying so much about me?" Because he's an exceptionally humble man. He's somebody who changes this country on a daily basis and never ever sees that as anything but his responsibility and his broad shoulders that carry that weight of responsibility. So for me, Dr. Mboneni Moefe is somebody who I respect and admire in multiple ways. He is the Deputy Director General for Technology and Innovation at the Department of Science and Innovation in South Africa. He was previously the Deputy Director General for International Cooperation and Resources in the department, during which time he oversaw, amongst other partnerships, South Africa's growing participation in EU research funding programs. He led the mobilization of official development assistance funds to support South African science systems, the establishment of partnerships with multinational companies, and mobilizing international support for South Africa's bid to host the Square Kilometre Array radio telescope in Africa. Dr. Moefe has experience in management of funding instruments to support innovation, which started when he was at the National Research Foundation as coordinator, and then he was manager of technology and human resources for industry programs, a program designed to foster this public-private partnership that is so critical in both technology and human capacity development. Today, he is responsible for various funds supporting innovation and technology commercialization across our country and across the globe. This includes the recently established Innovation Fund, which aims at bridging the funding gap between the critical area of research, technology development, and the translation of research output into actual products and services that can address socioeconomic challenges. Dr. Moefe's current portfolio, if you want to look at life goals, includes things like space science and technology, bioinnovation. He looks at things like hydrogen, energy, converging technology platforms, and oversight of the National Intellectual Property Management Office. He is also the South African Group on Earth Observations principal and a member of its executive committee. Having celebrated Africa Day this week, I could think of no better African. Although I read aspects of that, I want to say something about him that is not on paper, and that is the fact that when you look at the TIPS framework of Da Vinci and you look at somebody who truly manages technology, innovation, and people in an agile, aligned, and engaged way, there is no better person than Dr. Moefe. Over and above that, he truly invests in students. Any funding that he has, any opportunities that he has, he gives back to society. He is a true, sustainable person who really believes in the spirit of Ubuntu, where he gives back to his community, the one that he's from, as well as multiple other communities in this country. It is indeed our honor to introduce to you the Deputy Director General for Technology and Innovation of our country, and also a Davinci alumnus, Dr. Mboneni Moefe.
Thank you so much, and very good afternoon to everybody. I am feeling very humbled by the introduction. It's almost like being somewhere where your parents actually introduce you as being the best thing ever. And when you look at the Chinese proverb, one of the many that we always cite, it says that if the son is uneducated, the blame is with the father. And the fact that I probably am everything that you have said, Program Director, is basically what this institution has taught me about being a rounded person. It's what this institution has taught me about what it means to be a Davincian, and I'm going to go into that as I go into my speech. I also want to appreciate the vision that you have in this institute. And I wasn't aware that you have entered into this approach of looking into the galaxies, because that message is actually a very good tying in into what I'm going to say to you today. Now, this is how the galaxies work, and I want to tap into some of my scientific experiences, and as she has indicated, one of my responsibilities is ensuring that South Africa is a huge player globally in the area of space science. Is that when you look outside and you see the sun rays, or you are able to tell without looking at the sun that the sun is out and it's not cloudy, it is because the sun rays that you are seeing out there have actually left the sun 8 minutes ago. This is basically the measurement that is used in space. That is why when they tell you, they will say, this thing is light years old, because ultimately you start to measure the age and the distance using the speed at which the light travels. Now, what is the importance of that? Coming back into the whole concept of galaxies. Now, the stars that you see every night, every early morning, some of them don't exist anymore. What you're seeing is the light, some of which has been illuminated more than 100 years ago. Some scientists will tell you more than 1 million years ago. And when Da Vinci is talking about putting together a galaxy, part of which is going to be you, what that means is that being a Davincian means that even when you don't exist anymore, your light continues to illuminate. And this is the whole concept of galaxy. And I don't know if that was the thinking when you talked about that. Because as I said, you look at the star, you think you are seeing the star now, but you are seeing it hundreds of years ago. Simply because that star is so far that the light it has illuminated is only arriving into your eyesight today. So this is really the point of what you are today. This is a very critical milestone, that you stand here, you sit here today, having become something that we call with passion here, being a Davincian. And let me contextualize this. This is an institute that is focused on creation of knowledge that is transdisciplinary in nature, socially relevant, which actively promotes diversity and heterogeneity, and of which the intent is to apply situated learning, problem solving and decision making as critical construct to solve work-based problems. Now, when you read about this in the Davinci website, this is not just a statement, but it is what this entity lives for. And it is what has been intended of the graduates of this institution to be. This institute prepares entrepreneurs, prospective managers, business leaders to take control of their working environment and lead their teams to facilitate socio-economic development, thereby influencing and co-creating sustainable society. In other words, what we do here is that we subscribe to what Aristotle once said, which is that educating the mind without educating the heart is not education at all. So the final award of whatever qualification you're going to be walking away with today here is on the basis that what happened to your mind has surely overflown into your hearts. In other words, you carry the paper, but you live the life that is going to make an impact and make a difference. We have heard that globally, and we know that education, skills, and the acquisition of knowledge has become critical determinants of a person's and the nation's productivity. And that basically is accepted as a fact. And in South Africa, we know many, which include myself, who had nothing to lift us out of poverty, only managed to do so at the back of one ticket, and that ticket was education. And as a result, we must never take education for granted. It is for this reason that some even call the 20th century the age of human capital, in the sense that the primary determinants of the country's standard of living is how well it succeeds in developing and utilizing the majority of its human capital, which is the population. And this is evident when you look at the most competitive countries in the world, the most successful economies, those that are dubbed to be more successful and innovative. They all occupy the highest level of positions in whatever respect on the back of education. Now, as the role of education takes center stage globally, sometimes being championed by various social movements, and at times with governments being dragged to court to fulfill what should be their primary mandates of educating their citizens. We are seeing countries continually increasing access to education for their citizenry. And the most critical thing is when that extension of education goes beyond the traditional norm and we start to see a whole lot of women coming on board to be part of this education. And this is because we know that women's role as a multiplier in communities, in society, is one that cannot be ignored. So we therefore are quite excited, even when you look at the component, the makeup of the studentship of this institute, that there is cognizance of that particular balance and its importance. So, having spoken generally about education and its impact, let me get into some of the practicalities and what this day should mean to you, to our country, and then how you go out of here and begin to resume your role as a Davincian. Because much as we want to be seeing the galaxies, we are not interested in seeing or witnessing the falling galaxies. We want the galaxies that are continue to shed the light. South Africa and the African continent currently deals with some big challenges. We talk about high unemployment, painfully involving a lot of young people. We're talking about inequality and exclusion of women We talk about corruption, sadly. And for those of you who are South African or who happen to follow news, even if you're not South African, seeing what is unraveling at the Zondo Commission, where this cancer of corruption is not about people wanting to earn a decent living, but it's just about greed. Where you see people who have got access to free housing, free transportation, free food, spousal benefits, still go and steal from the poor. Some doing so nicodemously and some doing so openly. And some even having the guts to tell the poor that we are stealing for your sake. Now that is typically what it is not to be a Davincian. Here we want to look at the galaxies that when the light shines, it is without any form of adulteration. We want to see you changing this world because you can. Now, as Henry Rachter says, don't let your studies interfere with your education. Because according to William Inge, the aim of education is knowledge, not of fact, but of values. And that's quite critical. Anybody can know the fact. When you see those people that are corrupt, when they talk about corrupt people, or when they talk about hating corruption, you will see they have never seen a corrupt person. Meanwhile, they are. And this is where I'm saying here, we're talking about the kind of values that you derive from being a Davincian. To this, I need to add that unless society feels the benefit of your education, you have probably studied and still need to be educated. And I want to challenge every single one of you. Look around your community. Some, like me, are coming from rural villages. What has and what will your village benefit from the fact that you have gone through this day to day and you receive the highest honor of getting a qualification from Da Vinci? When they look at you and they reflect on one of their own son, one of their own daughter, what will they say? I really need to give a simple example of an educated man in South Africa and from whom, even in our small ways, we can learn to emulate the honorable steps. But before unmasking him, let me share with you the numbers. 3.5 billion rands in aid, 44 countries, 28 years, 15,000 patients, over 15,000 patients a month. This is an unraveling of a dream of an educated man whose motto is, the best among people are those who benefit mankind. I am pleased that the Vinci Institute is associated with this great man. And this man is Mr. Imtiaz Suleiman, who is the founder of the Gift of the Givers Foundation. If we all learn to do the little things, a fraction of what we do, he is one person. And if only you who are in this room today can do the little thing, not even a quarter, but a small fraction of what he does, you would see the difference that it's going to make in community. And as I move towards concluding, Normal Cousins indicated that the respect for fragility and importance of individual life is still the mark of an educated man. Are you that man? If not, let me say you either have to start working towards being that man, or you need to refuse taking responsibility of being a Davincian, which means maybe you should walk away without this certificate that you're supposed to get today. So as I've said, it is a small, insignificant steps that can mean a lot in the long run. In his work, meteorologist Edward Lorenz noted that the butterfly effect derives from the metaphorical example of a detail of a tornado. The exact time when the tornado starts, the path it has taken, being influenced by minor perturbations, such as the distant butterfly flapping its wings weeks earlier. He observed that the effects as he ran his weather models with initial condition data that were rounded in a seemingly inconsequential manner. And those of us who know about mathematics, you know when you round numbers off. But he noted that as you build those up and you repeat the same experiment sometimes without rounding, the end was quite different. In other words, the small steps that seem insignificant will one day become significant. So the little things that you are challenged to go and do out of your process of graduation today, they may seem insignificant, but if you do it and somebody do it and the other person does it and the other one does it, if we can have 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 Imtiaz Suleimans in this country and in this continent and in this world, it will surely be a completely different place. And this is the challenge of being a Davincian. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Dr. Moefe. I'm sure you can agree that I did not exaggerate at all on what I said. And you're a father to so many for the amount of students that you have always invested in. And I think for me, there were a couple of messages there. Firstly, I absolutely agree. Dr. Imtiaz Suleiman is currently our Davincian Institute laureate. And it is indeed something that he explains so succinctly about the fact that one person really can change the world. He literally stood there, was told this was his destiny, and he made it happen. But the contribution that he has made for people across the world is something remarkable in itself. Dr. Moefe, you're absolutely right. That is one of the big reasons for the constellation, is around the fact that even when you are no longer here, even when we are no longer here, your coordinates as a Da Vinci star today go up in the Da Vinci galaxy, and the contribution that you've made through the research that you've done, through things that you've completed, through assessments, etc., as students across all of our Da Vinci graduations, they become part of the Da Vinci galaxy. And we have to ask ourselves, when I am no longer here and I am light years away, what will happen to my research? Will it be relevant in 10 years, in 20, in 30, in 40 years' time? And as you progress through your studies, I really hope that this is something that you take into account. Because, for example, Dr. Moefe's PhD impacted an entire organization and will do so for many, many, many years to come. And therefore, in 20 years, will still be a relevant study. And as we go through our learning journey, we always need to ask ourselves those questions. But something that's also really important and connected to this is the fact that Dr. Moefe spoke a lot about corruption. And I want to speak about something that I heard this week, which was very interesting, and that is something about the corruption of self. And I think corruption starts when people are actually corrupt in themselves. And the reason I say that is because in order to do that act, in order to process and do what you do, you actually have to have very little self-respect within yourself and ethics within yourself. And so I hope that every single one of you is able to nurture and care for yourselves on a continual basis so that you continue to give to yourself and others on a basis that makes your soul and yourself never be corrupted, not by society, not by pressures, not by influence, and not by materialistic gain in any way. And I think one of the ways we do this is when we deepen our thinking process, when we think critically, when we see the bigger picture in the world. So today, as I sit here, I congratulate each and every one of you for taking that time of a little bit of self-care and dedication and perseverance to get to the point that you have gotten to today. I commend you, and I also thank Dr. Moefe for instilling us with his wisdom and insights. It is indeed an honor to have him here. So now is the exciting part of the process. So I just want to explain a couple of things. As you know, we have small and intimate graduations so that people are able to celebrate, shout, scream, cheer, as I said earlier. But a lot of our students have joined us online. So what I will be doing is, some of you will see that we still feel the need to acknowledge our students, whether they are physically here or in absentia. So there will be a couple of names, a list of names that I will read in absentia who have joined us on Zoom, and some of them have not been able to join, but we still honor their names by calling them out. So those of you that are here, as you come up, I will call your names, and then what we will do is those that are not here, I will also mention theirs. So because this is a formal proceeding, I am required to request from Professor Singh permission to confer today your certificates on you. So I would like to please ask the academic procession to stand, and then I will turn to Professor Singh and I will say, Honourable Member of Senate, I present the following candidates to you for the awarding of programs for non-qualification purposes, if I can please request your permission. Thank you very much for granting me the permissions. The following students completed modules within the banker program. So I would please like the first student to come up. We've got two students here in our presence, Yolanda and Lindiwe. You can start on that side. I want each of you to walk separately so you can have your photos. Okay, you can walk across the front, it's no problem. Okay. So, I would like to say that the first student who will be awarded their certificate today for participation in the banker program is Yolanda Alida Sinden. I think it's Yolandi, my apologies. Yolandi, as you walk up today, I hope that you are very proud of yourself for investing in the blocks of learning that you have. I think it is critical that we stretch our minds, and I congratulate you and your family on this remarkable achievement. Well done. Thank you, Yolandi. Our next candidate we call up is Lindiwe Mklangu. Lindiwe, as you stand before us, I congratulate you and the Mklangu family on your remarkable achievement, and I say to you, well done, and I look forward to seeing you building many more learning blocks. Congratulations. I will now name a number of students who have joined us online, as they couldn't be here. Some are not based here, and as we know, things are a little bit tougher with traveling, etc., and some people couldn't make it. So I want to congratulate the following students completing modules with the banker program, and I will read your names as well. It's Shagan Abrahams, Relax Tlanglelani Baloy, Regina Bahuda, Angelo Caswell, Bridget Chauke, Melanie Chetty, Lydia Klutter, Marlene De Vries, Tadikwawashe Fandadzo, Nasipi Changatele, Mavis Jorge, Rasul Gulam, Christina Grant, Gift Gumbi, Yvette Hopley, Isabella Isaacs, Johannes Jacobs, Mokwape Chochope, Roseanne Killian, Louisa Kirton, Ricardo Cordom, Jessica Kuldip, Fani Lubisi, Lindiwe Mklangu again, congratulations, Ivy Machlachi, Kiabetswe Makudu, Leonard Mamba, Kekin Samang Maputo, Shanaz Murray, and Marina Mashile. Congratulations. I would also like to acknowledge Tembeka Machaya, Salome McKay, Jabulani Mir, Spongumusa Mgadi, Nomantandadzo Moche, Manoka Mkwena, Beatrice Molasane, Mantabe Monacheng, Tamashan Mudli, Elizabeth Mostert, Albertina Motapo, and then Machanong Motlobuka, John Nkabane, Violet Ndinisa, Sarah Ndlovu, Nombuso Ngedle, Katleho Nkosi, Njehele Nkumanda, Giselle Nyatikazi, Matthews Pelane, Moshidi Pora, Ashley Pillay, Gertrude Richards, Loretta Sachwale, Preshni Shangman, Yolandi Sinden, we say again, and then we say Neliswa Sitonga, Nomatsankwa Sokiwa, Hermanus Stein, Beulah Swartz, Aniki Chuchu, and then we say to Mamunkhadi Tsolo, congratulations. Round of applause. Our last students who also participated in the banker program, apologies, I just want to get my piece of paper. I would also like to congratulate Ronald Philip Ace, Christo van der Merwe, and Michelle Walker. Congratulations. Now we come to a very exciting part. I would like to please request that Dr. Moefe joins us up here. Dr. Moefe is the sponsor of the students who we will be announcing. And I want to thank Dr. Moefe on behalf of the Department of Science and Innovation, who he is representing, for your and your department's continual contribution to education. As you said, it certainly is the thing that changes the world most, and we thank you for your continual dedication to committing to educate multiple students. I also want to say that when students graduate in absentia, we do obviously name them as well. So the first student who's graduating in absentia is Lesibana Johannes Afane. Congratulations in absentia. Our next student? To me? To me first. I want to congratulate and tell you to give a big smile for your wonderful achievement, Manini Precious Kaklili. Congratulations. This is indeed a remarkable achievement, and you and your family should be extremely proud today. Our next student. Thank you so much. We congratulate Gati Tsakani Koza. Congratulations. I want to say to the Koza family and to you yourself, congratulations on the investment you've made. We are indeed proud of you. Well done. The next student up, thank you, Tabuku, is we say to Sekwen Kwene Ephraim Mafoho. Congratulations. So Kwene, we want to say congratulations to you for investing in yourself, investing in your family, and we hope to see a lot more of you in the future. Congratulations and well done. I just wanted to, there's one student who I'll graduate after in absentia. I want to say congratulations to Mary Maruti Maele. Congratulations. Mary, I hope that you find pride in yourself today, to you and to your entire family, for the journey that you've walked today. We're indeed very proud of you. Congratulations. I would like to graduate 2 students in absentia. The first is Frida Matoto. Congratulations in absentia. Oh, apologies. My apologies. I did not Renaka. I thought it was in absentia. My apologies. I would like to announce that again. I would like to say that Frida has joined us, so we congratulate Frida Matoto here today. Congratulations. Frida, we congratulate you on this remarkable achievement. We thank you for joining us here today, and to you and your family, be proud and stand tall. Congratulations. Renaka, please send the students through. You can come through. Thank you so much, Neo. I would like to congratulate Neo Monareng. Congratulations. Neo, we're extremely proud of you today. I hope that you and your family take pride in your commitment to self and to other. And we look forward to seeing a lot more of you in the future. But today I want you to celebrate and be proud for being a Davincian. Congratulations. Are you ready to go up? Are you ready for your moment? It is emotional. You can go stand up with pleasure. You must be very proud of yourself. You can stand there with our famous academic procession there. I want to say to Sejoseng Blasius Nsazo, congratulations on this remarkable achievement. It is indeed an emotional moment when we've taken time to invest in ourselves and be proud with you and with your family. Congratulations. Did you want to keep this? You're welcome to. Any of you can keep this afterwards. I will leave them here and you're welcome to take it back. I think family photo albums are really important, and that's why afterwards we're going to take extra photos with you, and you can take with our celebrities here, our Deputy Director General, etc., if he agrees to be photographed with you. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you. You can step forward. I want to congratulate Christina Nompumlelo Sebueng. Congratulations. Yay, finally someone's ululating for me. Christina, you disappeared so quickly. Did you get a photo of her? Christina, I want to congratulate you and your family today and the work and commitment that you put in. We're indeed very proud of you. I see you were a bit shy with your moments of glory, hey? Before I go to the next students, there were a few students who graduated in absentia for that group that I just want to mention. Tebogo Francis Koho, we've got Lebogang Clara Modiba, and Saboka Albert Mukhwashu, who did not yet come up. So I assume if you are here, we will re-announce, but I assume that those are in absentia for now, so we congratulate those students. The next set of students that we would like to put forward for awards is the students who completed modules within the Department of Science and Innovation TT100 Life Skills Program. We congratulate each of you on your remarkable achievements, and again thank the Department of Science and Innovation for your investments. Please step forward. Thank you so much. We congratulate Katiso Letuka. Congratulations. Katiso, I hope today, to you and the Letuka family, you are proud of these steps that you've taken to better and improve yourselves and all those in the community that you touch and impact. Congratulations. Thank you. Do you want your paper back? These ones I will leave here. You are welcome to collect them afterwards. Thank you. Please do step forward. I would like to congratulate Khomotso Mokhosi. Congratulations. Khomotso, stand tall and proud. Do you want to keep your mask on for the photo, or do you want one without it? You're welcome to. No, it's not. I know it's habit. Hey, smile nicely for the camera. We congratulate you and your family on your achievement today, and we celebrate alongside you. Thank you. Do you want your paper? No, you're good. Cool. Okay. Thank you, Hazel. Thank you. I would like to introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, Hazel Tokoza Nelo. Congratulations. Hazel, to you and the Nello family, well done for investing in yourself and your own future. We are indeed very proud of you. Stand tall and proud. Well done. Oh, do you want your paper? Okay. Thank you. I introduce to you Bochepo Nkosinati Tenjwayo. Congratulations. Bochepo, I hope today you and your entire family are extremely proud. You're looking extremely smart and beautiful in your outfit, and I hope you stand proud and tall, for you have invested in yourself, and that will mean you've invested in others as well. Congratulations. I want to once again thank Dr. Moefe and the Department of Science and Innovation for all your investments in these students. We're indeed extremely grateful to you. Thank you very much. I would now like to just graduate 2 students in abstentia, and the first one is Joyce Malahlaze, and the second one is Ntabeleni Mudau. Congratulations in abstentia. Thank you very much, Dr. Moefe. You may be seated. We are grateful to you once again. Thank you. I think they say that we speak about this concept when you teach somebody, when you give somebody fish, you only feed them for a day, but when you teach them how to fish, you feed them for a lifetime. And Dr. Moefe and his department certainly do that, so thank you very much. The following students before you today completed modules within essential process leadership practices, and we thank Omnia for investing in these students. Thanks, Michael. The first student up is Michael Paul Applecrane. Congratulations. Michael, I want to congratulate you on taking these steps forward and on upskilling yourself in various ways and contributing to your own knowledge. As you go out there, may you and your family be proud. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you so much. The next student standing in front of you is Moshabani Abel Maridi. Congratulations. I hope you and your family are indeed proud today. Do you want to take a photo without your mask or keep it on? Perfect. I congratulate you and your family on your remarkable achievement today, and I hope you will spend the day and the weeks to come being proud as you change the world. Congratulations. The following students who are presented in front of you completed modules within the Future Leadership Program. Manesh Soma, congratulations. Manesh, we hope as you stand here today, you are proud of yourself for what you've done, proud of your achievements, as we are, and with you and your family, we celebrate alongside you. Congratulations. I would like to award 2 people in abstentia. The first one is Andrew Keatsy in abstentia, and the second one is Ishmael Makile, also in abstentia. Congratulations to both of you on your remarkable achievement today. The next students up, do we have one last? They are both in abstentia. So they completed modules within the principle-based leadership. If you could please give them a round of applause. The first one is Frederick Alexander, and the second one is Cholonang Modisasile. Congratulations in abstentia, and we thank Hewlett Packard South Africa for investing in these students. Thank you very much. The academic procession may be seated. Thank you. So I always say that we should give back to the soil in which we've been enriched. And that is a principle in farming, that you should always give back to the soil. And they say even we speak about returning back to earth. And I hope today and in the weeks to come, you return back much of the richness that is deep within each of you back into the soil and the earth. But today we serenade you with the words of God Bless Africa. Unfortunately, due to COVID protocols, our opera singers who usually serenade in person cannot be here, and so we've pre-recorded them. And we hope that you will enjoy being serenaded with the beautiful voices singing to you, our brothers and sisters of Africa. God bless Africa. Three beautiful voices indeed. Up on the screen, both in front and behind you, is our annual research report. You'll see Dr. Moefe's face coming up in that report as well. This is our institution's research output for 2020. It is a critical and important part of academic institutions to continue to develop and deliver towards the body of knowledge. So each year we develop a research report on the year before. It is available on www.davinci.ac.za. You'll see now people's faces coming up. There's Prof. Klopper in front of you, famous on the face there. You'll see Prof. Anderson, Prof. Kizveta, our president of the Institute. If you go to their speeches and you want to see the YouTube presentation in which they presented it, you can click on the page in the research report, and it's fully interactive. So you will be able to click on that. If you want to go read, for example, Dr. Moefe's thesis, you can click on it in the research output section, and it will take you directly to that person's thesis. So it is a really important and engaging part of what we do as an institute, and we are really looking forward to you reading it at your own leisure and hopefully one day yourselves appearing in our research output. So keep us informed of any publications you're involved in, and we would love to showcase that each year at our graduation ceremonies. So Dr. Moefe asked earlier about why we've selected the galaxy, and so now I will tell you some of the reasons. Absolutely the reasons Dr. Moefe said earlier count in terms of the fact of your relevance, regardless of whether you are here in this form or not. But the other reason is that a galaxy is something really curious and mysterious. It doesn't matter how many innovations we've made in science or technology, or anything for that matter. All of it is still quite a lot of unknown. And at Davinci, we say that the unknown, the known, the chaotic, the orderly is all part of the holistic human being. So we want you to feel like there is so much possibility and opportunity out there. And a galaxy's possibility is endless. We speak about the fact that it's an unended, gravitationally bound system. And that's what we want you to see your lives as, something that is infinitely possible, that holds multiple things within its space as a galaxy does, and is spectacular in nature because each and every one of you is spectacular in your own right. And this is not simply lip service. It is impacted by energy in so many ways. When you come up here and you smile and you interact, your energy is part of ours. The way you present yourself, the way your voice is heard out there. And we believe in every single one of you, or you would not be a star in our Davinci galaxy. And I want to say that it's impossible for us to take a full picture of the Milky Way galaxy because we as Earth are part of it. But if you look at pictures taken of the Milky Way, there's a definite spiral. And each of you on your masks today have the Davinci volute, which is our symbol of Davinci. And people often ask us why we selected the volute. And the reason is it has no beginning and it has no end. And if you look carefully, it's a spiral. So a part of a spiral. So the thing about that is your life will have many ebbs and flows. But as you live and breathe, it is never ending. So even when you have those dark moments, when those dark clouds come, I want you to remember that out of those thunderclouds, behind those thunderclouds is a magnificent rainbow, your colors of remarkability. So even when the rain comes your way, dance in it and know that the rainbow of remarkability, which is you, is just a step behind you. And when that night sky becomes very dark and you're having moments that are really challenging, remember that the brightest stars shine in the darkest nights. You have that within you. It is not up there in the night sky. That star is embedded inside of you. You are your own galaxy. You are your own star. And what we want to say is, today, your unique coordinates, every single star has a unique coordinate in the sky. And that is why our students are part of our stars and galaxy, because you today get embedded in our Davinci galaxy with your own backgrounds, your own culture, your own belief system, your own dreams and wishes, but your coordinate is now part of our galaxy. So whether you're on the rural, dusty streets that that Dr. Moefe spoke to, or you're standing in the most beautiful tropical ocean, or you're standing in a multi-million rand building, or you are standing in a shack, remember one thing: when we look up at the night sky, every single one of us looks at the same sky. So that means you are never alone, because your Da Vinci Galaxy is your home of remarkability. It is your academic home. Our door will always be open to you, and you never will be alone in that dark night sky. So I want to say something. I hope you won't wish upon a star. And the reason I'm saying that is because if you're already one of them, why would you wish upon a star? You were made out of stars, so you only have to just start shining and letting it shine on a continual basis. So that's why I said earlier that I don't believe our destiny is in the stars. I believe that your star is your destiny, and that is deep within you. So I really do look forward to co-creating many more experiences and learning opportunities with each and every single one of you. Congratulations to our newest Davincians. I want everybody and the academic procession to give a huge round of applause, screaming, shouting, ululating, as we welcome our newest shining stars into the Da Vinci Galaxy. Congratulations. I will call on Professor Paul Singh to close these proceedings formally now. And once he's closed them, you are eligible to receive your certificates and to celebrate alongside us as our newest awardees of Da Vinci certificates. Congratulations.
As a member of the Senate of the Da Vinci Institute, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the Da Vinci Institute for Technology Management.
Thanks, Bob. So now I would like to say that afterwards we are going to serve refreshments. I apologize to all your family and loved ones online. You will have to go to the fridge or to the shops. But to each and every one of you, we would like to celebrate outside. Please help yourselves. We've got refreshments. We've got some lovely snacks. And then these are your formal photos, which you do through the process, the graduation process. But outside, one of my team will be there, and there's a little space that we can take photos. If you'd like my two handsome members here of the Senate, and if Dr. Moefe agrees as well, you're welcome. I'd like to take a DSI group photo and different group photos with the teams. And also, if you'd like individual photos, you're welcome to have them. And then we will email those to you, the link to you, through your program coordinators, so that you're able to keep a memento of today, as well as your formal photos that you will do. I would like to please ask you to rise for the national anthem of the Republic of South Africa. You can sing into your masks. As you know, we can't sing in public. I will turn to the side and sing. And then the academic procession will leave. It will first be Louise. As Louise walks past, the rest of the procession and Dr. Moefe will also join. And then please join us outside. Thank you very much, and congratulations.